Welcome to Wordplay, the podcast where metaphors spiral, sayings unravel, and two pals try and make sense of it all. I'm George.
And I'm Rach. And each week we pick a well-known saying, such as when pigs fly or the cat's out the bag.
And then we run absolutely wild with it.
Sometimes it's deep, sometimes it's chaos, usually both. This is Wordplay. Let's get into it. Wordplay, playing with words that to play when we say them and play with them. Here is some synth keyboard that I'm doing with my mouth because I couldn't be bothered to get my keyboard from under all the junk in my bathroom. Second bathroom, bathroom where there's a keyboard. That was more trumping. Okay, on to the episode. Should we do that bit again now that we're recording? Wow, do you have a baby bell? I'm joking.
It's not scripted. There you go. That's how you know. Yes.
I love baby bells.
I have a baby bell. Well, I mean, I started working. I had a sudden burst of motivation this morning and productivity, and I fell into it. And then I was like, oh, it's 2:00 and I haven't eaten yet. So then I had a big breakfast lunch hybrid. But now I've reached that point in the day. We always record at 6, and I'm getting a bit snacky. So I got my baby bell.
They're perfect for the snacky. And I oppose anyone that thinks that Baby Bell is some sort of like not an official cheese. You know what I mean? Like the cheese snobs of this world.
Oh my God, we just lost like a half our audience just as you said those words.
You think we have a lot of cheese snobs?
I think so, yeah.
Cheese snobs, and if there was a Venn diagram of cheese snobs and people that like word play.
Exactly.
The concept, not the podcast.
Yeah. I
wonder what Susie Dent thinks about cheese.
Oh my God, she would have so much to say.
So much to say. I was just thinking about this actually.
And here is our guest for the podcast, Susie Dent. Hey,
Susie.
Susie, how's it going?
Maybe that should be a long-term goal. I saw her. She came and did a show in Guildford. Can't remember what it was called, but obviously it was about like the etymology of words.
Etymology, you got it.
And it was so good. But the problem is with a show like that is it wasn't recorded and I didn't retain any of it. So I want to like relay some of the great things that I learned, but I can't remember.
I mean, the main thing that you learned was Coddywampling, which became an amazing group program.
Well, that's very true actually, and that came out of this book. Hold on, which I will display to you now.
Oh, yes.
Because I got this in my stocking at Christmas.
Oh, so it's the Emotional Dictionary by Susie Dent.
So this was where the word Coddywampling came from. So actually, oh my God, maybe we need to talk more about these words. There's some great words.
I mean, we do have a whole space now dedicated to the play of words. So I feel like anything's possible and our hearts can be forever full.
Maybe we can have a bit where we read a definition of a fun word. But we're not going to do that today because I already had a bit for you, which is that I want to play a word association game.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just going to say a word and then you say a word and then we keep saying words until, I don't know, something happens.
You know how dangerous this is to do unplanned with no pretext whatsoever. Like this is a raw look into the subconscious that we're giving people.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not sure.
That's true. That's true.
But sure, let's go. What have I got to lose? It's
usually
like I run a business.
Well, usually the worst thing that happens for me is my brain can't work quick enough and I end up just repeating what you just said. So it's now it feels like too much pressure. Okay, no, right. I'm gonna say a word.
Okay.
Okay. Glue.
Stick.
Why?
Exclaim.
Punctuation.
Oh, M dash.
Don't ask me why. I don't know what happened there. Continue.
That was just a noise. That was not a word.
It's spelt MMM.
Oh, okay. Maltesers, obviously.
Chocolate.
Sugar.
Deprived.
Sad.
Why?
Did you just say why?
Yeah, maybe this is my inner coach coming out. It's just like my propensity to want to want to question.
You just want to question. Oh
okay,
my God.
But I can't remember what you just said. I
I
said
mean,
why. You go off why.
Okay. How?
When?
Never.
Always.
Jesus.
Christ.
On a bike. That's not one word. Bike.
Spin.
Class.
Yummy.
Ew.
Do you say ooh or ill?
Ew.
Ew. Ew. Nope. I just want to say why again, and I don't know why this bit keeps happening.
Oh my God. Do you know why you might be wanting to say why? It's because you're in an investigative mood.
Oh, maybe. Investigative. That's a good word. Well, what have we learned there?
Nothing. Absolutely
continued.
Absolutely bloody nothing. But you know what? That's okay too, because we need space in our lives for not thinking, and that definitely does that.
Just letting it flow.
Exactly.
I did actually think that I forgot this as soon as we started, but I was like, should I try and get the association round to the topic of
Wow.
the pod today? Maybe
that would have been a miracle to be able to do it in a game specifically where you're not supposed to be thinking actively.
Well, yeah. Have you played the one where you both say a word at the same time? I didn't think this would be pod suitable because of the mics, but like you both say a word at the same time and then you have to converge on a word by like listening to what the other person is saying.
Oh, yes. Yes, I have seen this.
Maybe we'll do that IRL.
Yeah, let's do that when we have our launch party for this podcast, which we haven't released yet, but are recording currently, not to be too meta about it.
Shall we? Do you want to introduce the saying for today?
Sure thing. It's one that's quite close to my heart, as I never had a yes, okay. I know I go on a lot about it. Thank you. I'm just imagining my mum and dad listening to this right now. But I never had a dog or a cat as a human being growing up. But what we did have, well, I had a rabbit, by the way, for a little while. The tangent is she ran away. I imagine
never to be found again.
Yeah, I imagine her to be living her best life because that's all I can cope with. Anyway, what we did have was chickens, always chickens. And so I used to hang out with them a lot. They were my friends. I used to climb into their coop so that I could roost with them. And that is...
They're not stinky?
I think friendship trumps smell occasionally.
I love that so much. That just needs to be a poster.
Yeah, but I don't know what kind of people that's gonna encourage to come and talk to me, so maybe not. But anyway, the segue there is today we are going to be discussing the phrase chickens coming home to roost.
Chickens coming home to roost.
Yes. Immediate thoughts, go.
Well, I googled this one because I don't know if you'll notice, but as the pod progresses, not that we really prepare, but like I've started to be like, might actually just look at what it is before I say anything.
Okay.
And I'm glad that I did because I can't say that I really use or hear the phrase. No, I obviously hear it, but I'm not sure I use it a lot. But I associated it with a good thing because to me, a chicken going back to roost is like, oh yeah, back to my cozy little roosty den. Gonna go and sit and roost. So I thought chickens coming home to roost was like
they're coming home to comfort and rest.
Yeah, and like everything's paying off. But apparently that was grossly incorrect.
So how have you been using it up until this point?
I don't think I use it.
Are you sure? Because if you had a thing that you thought it meant, surely you've heard people use it at least in a certain context and thought that they were saying that it was a good thing.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Because if you heard it in a context, it would be pretty clear whether that was a positive or a negative one.
Right.
So I don't know where I've got this from. oh, her chickens are coming home to roost. Oh, the chickens are coming home to roost. I don't know.
Okay, but now you've seen what the general consensus is, and what is that?
Yeah. That there's just me having it open. I think this distracted me, by the way, during the word association. Not that I said anything about chickens, but I kept looking over and being like, oh, I have definitions of chickens here coming home to roost. Well, the idea that like you will have consequences for your actions,
Right.
or like negative ones, like suffering from unpleasant consequences for bad actions.
Yeah. Fair.
What's your interpretation?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've always seen it as like a quite a aggressive thing to say about somebody else who you didn't like or weren't impressed with the actions, or thought they were morally like bankrupt when they did something, and it's like a karma thing, like, but it's always from like, no one's ever saying that about themselves, are they never say, oh, my chickens are coming back, unless you have chickens, in which case it's a good thing.
Right. So you would have been saying it to yourself as a kid.
I
you'd be
would have
saying,
been in there.
I'm coming back with the roost to roost with the chickens.
Right. I am roosting with my chickens, which,
yeah,
I don't know how that tracks with the metaphor, but maybe we need to explore that later, but not now.
Yeah. True. Roosting with the chickens. Because do you want to go? Do you want to go with? Do you have a choice?
Well, yeah. Yeah.
To be discussed.
TBD, TBC, TB, all of those things.
So you say it's like it's quite a heavy, it's like quite a like big thing to say to someone, or like it's you got to really mean it
about
someone.
I feel like it's like a behind the back kind of situation, you know, like judgment being cast at somebody's getting their just desserts. Just desserts. Is that how you say it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds delicious.
I mean,
I
feel like there's a place in Manchester called Just Desserts that I went to. You know? Maybe I've got that wrong. Maybe that's
no, it's right. One. Is that Just Desserts is right. I just got distracted because I'm hungry.
Sorry, it was
by
my
the word dessert.
Baby Bell. It threw you off.
Okay, you're right. I said you're right, but apparently I didn't even know what the phrase was. But now I do know.
Then you connect with it.
I can see it as like a almost like your auntie, or like someone being like, oh, do you know Margaret's done this? That's aren't our chickens coming home to roost?
Exactly. Like, it's a little bit scandalous. It's a little bit like talking about other people behind the back, which, you know, shady gossip tea. But you know, we like a little bit of a gossip. I like a little bit of gossip anyway, and I will gossip at you whether you're wanting it or not, because you're my best friend. So take that.
Sorry, that was just me muting for a cough. Unrelated.
Okay, so would you like to know a little bit of history, by the way?
Yes, please.
Okay. So the phrase first came about, well, it didn't come about in its current form until about the 19th century. However, in the 14th century, Chaucer had a version of this, right? In his Parson's Tale, where it's kind of used like, if you send out bad vibes, that then bad vibes are going to come for you. So very, very karmic. I got a like modern day English translation version, because trying to read Chaucer is not the extent of my English education. We got to Shakespeare and then we said that's enough. I
did so. You've just re-earthed the memory. I did so much Chaucer in A-level English. What was it?
God,
I did all the Chaucer. I would have been like, I'll translate this for you.
Okay, well, to save you digging up your school teachings of Chaucer, the quote roughly is, and often such cursing, when done wrongfully, returns again to him who cursed, like a bird flying back to its own nest.
Wow. Metaphors and metaphors here.
Yes. For people
And
who like words, this is the right place to be.
Here's what I'm confused about, though. When a curse done wrongfully, can you do a curse right? Because I thought a curse is inherently bad.
Well, I think it's about the intention, right? Because everything that I know about witchcraft, which is probably too extensive at this point, from every different like version that I look at it, it's if you use magic for selfish or harmful reasons, then that is going to affect you and your soul. Like you will like the stereotypical things are like you will become ugly, your family members will die, nothing will grow in your garden, etc., etc. So I think that's probably the route that it's going down more than anything else, because a curse is like a kind of magic, right?
Okay, so it's not necessarily a negative magic. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you got me there.
I had this, me and Mr. Rachel went to the Voodoo Museum in New Orleans, and that's when I learned that like voodoo is not inherently bad. Like you talk about voodoo like it's like a negative like curse, but it's actually
Rachel. Yeah, that's because of racism.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah.
So there's good stuff too.
Yeah. So yeah, curse in Chaucer, 14th century, not necessarily a bad thing. However, when done wrongfully, then is definitely bad.
So it is just really about karma, isn't it?
Yeah. And then that kind of evolved. So then in 19th century, the saying developed into curses are like chickens. They always come home to roost.
Oh, I like this. Okay, I like hearing this evolution.
So by the 19th century, the word curse on its own was obviously like a negative connotation by that point. So yeah, a little bit of evolution of what the meaning of curse is, I guess.
With that, I feel better about it, about the phrase. I was like, oh, but chicken's coming home to roost sounds quite nice. But if it's come from like a curse coming home to roost, like the idea, oh, not a curse coming home like a chicken, like it's just the idea that something returns to from whence it came. So the bad vibes come back.
The problem that you had is that people were calling chickens menaces.
Yeah, I just thought, what's bad about a chicken going back to roost?
I mean,
leave the thing alone.
100%. But yeah, I guess we can blame the Victorians for that. Is that the right category for 19th century?
I don't know.
Okay.
I can't translate that in my head.
And 19th century is 1800s.
No, I thought Victoria. Yeah, because Victorians are late 1900s, 1800s, aren't they? Should I Google it?
You Google it.
Google.
And then, so basically, the summary is, it's saying that people had it coming. Like if they're gonna do bad things, or if they're gonna move with like not from a place of intention or good morality, then expect it to come back, really.
Quick sidebar, yes, Victorians were 1837 to 1901. Nailed it. With that being the definition, do you abide by that? Do you agree with the sentiment that people's chickens will always come around to roost?
What do I believe in karma? Essentially, is what you're asking here.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Yeah,
100%. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yes, absolutely. Karma is my boyfriend.
Was this a you thing or is this an internet thing that I'm not familiar with because I'm chronically offline?
Ah, girl, we had a whole episode that was half about Taylor Swift.
Oh, is that a Taylor Swift quote?
Yes, Karma is my. She has a whole song called Karma about karma.
I haven't listened to that one.
Ah, okay, okay, okay.
I'm glad I clarified. I just thought you were, I don't know,
I feel
coming up
like
with something cool.
I feel like we should pause and listen, but we're not going to pause and listen. I'm just going to describe from memory the things that she says in Karma, and maybe I'll even get the lyrics actually, because I feel like you need to have this in your mind. So
you want to sing it to me? You want to sing it?
Absolutely not. No. Singing is reserved for my friends and family and unfortunate people that hear me when I have my window open in the summer.
I was going to say top down driving on the M6.
Yes, every single time. Oh my God, yeah. Basically the whole population of England between Manchester and the south. Okay, basically this song is about well, I'm guessing it's a romantic relationship. It might not be. It might be about a friendship. Who knows?
Or a chicken.
Or a chicken. But yes, so Karma is my boyfriend. Karma is a god. Karma is the breeze in my hair on the weekend. Karma is a relaxing thought. And basically, she's saying how she's good because she makes sure that she stays moral and within the laws of being a good person. And she's saying, oh, how does it feel like over there when you're like messing around and doing bad things, and karma is coming for you? In a later verse, she says, karma is the thunder rattling your ground. Karma's on your scent like a bounty hunter. It's so hard for me not to sing this. Karma's going to track you down step by step from town to town. Sweet like justice. Karma is a queen.
Oh, okay. I'm getting the rhythm. I'm getting the song.
There we go.
Now that you, yeah. I have heard that. Lies. I'm full of lies. Chicken's coming home to roost is what she should slip that in there somewhere.
Yeah, if she was a true magician, artist, Wonder Woman, she would have used the phrase "chicken's coming home to roost." Yeah, maybe it's like the sign.
Here's my. I feel like you know more about karma than me. Okay. So I do agree and believe with karma. But what are we saying for people that have lots of misfortune and strife and struggle and bad things that happen to them that quote unquote don't deserve it?
Well, the idea of karma is if you maintain good morality and do good things despite your circumstances, then good things will come to you. So it doesn't mean necessarily that if bad things happen to you, then good things will end up happening to you because you've experienced the bad things. It's how you react and how you live your life and what you live by, your values, like all of those things.
Yeah.
I hope that was a good enough explanation. But yeah, basically that's what it means to me. It means karma. I don't exactly understand where the chickens come into it, to be honest. Like, because putting chickens out to have a nice time during the day isn't a like morally bankrupt thing to do.
Yeah.
So
is it the concept that when you were explaining the history of it, that just like chickens will always go home to roost? They will. And so it's just like that's like inevitable. It's an inevitability of it.
Right. Yeah, I think so. It's the thing that will always happen no matter what. And my experience with chickens is that is mostly true. Sometimes they do need a little bit of rounding, and sometimes you want to get them in safe. But I digress, because that's stretching this metaphor way too far.
Here's what I want to know. Are people saying it about other people as like oh, her chickens will come home to roost? Or as like once bad things are happening, it's like, ho, their chickens came home to roost. Because there's something about it that makes it sound to me like like the person saying it is getting the satisfaction of almost like that calm as a bitch energy.
Yes, exactly. I think it's that, but I also think it's used to like root for people's downfall, you know.
Ooh.
Yeah, like when you see like powerful people doing things that are inherently bad for our world, it's like, oof, let's just hope their chickens come home to roost.
Right. And actually, when I Googled it, when I was scrolling through the first page, one of them that came up was, oh, where's it gone? It was something about the assassination of JFK, which obviously is
What?
quite an extreme.
That is not where I thought this was going.
It was quite an extreme usage. Where has it gone?
As in, like, he did bad things politically, or what? I know barely anything about this man.
I'm really sorry. I've just dropped this and then lost my source. So, like, it's like, do we just leave that here, or do we try and research? Or was I imagining things?
I mean, that's kind of an
you know what?
thing to
Hold on.
imagine.
It was before I added example, and I was just looking at the first page.
Okay, I'll forgive you. It's okay.
Oh, here you go.
Good people do bad things sometimes, and I don't wish for their chickens to come home to roost.
It was a book.
Okay. It was.
There's a book.
What was a book? Come on.
Okay, so there's a book. There's a book written in 2003 called "On the Justice of Roosting Chickens: Reflections on the Consequences of U.S. Imperial Arrogance and Criminality."
Yeesh! What a title! I mean, and what a context! And I'm glad that they used such a phrase for this.
I'm trying to skim read quickly because I'm like, where did I see JFK? Because it's actually talking about Winston Churchill. Not Winston Churchill. Churchill is the name of the guy that wrote the book, who was not Winston Churchill. Here we go.
Oh my God.
Okay. Here's what's happened. Okay. This guy's written this book. What I saw was a snippet of it, and it says the roosting chickens of the title comes from a 1963 Malcolm X speech about the JFK assassination, which the rights activist called merely a case of chickens coming home to roost.
Oh, ooh!
I see. Oh, okay,
that makes me want to read. Honestly, I want to read right now. So goodbye, thanks. End of the podcast. Hope you had a nice time.
What do you want to read? This book?
Yes, I want to read this. I'll read any Malcolm X speech as well.
Yeah. You want to just immerse yourself in this topic now?
Yeah, I want to fully dive in. This is the problem. Whenever I have a slight interest in something, it's never a slight interest. It's all or nothing.
And the problem is you're only discovering the interest live on this podcast.
Yes.
Where you can't really go off and do all of the research. Well, you can't do some of it, but you know what I mean.
I mean, I'll leave that to you with your little Googling hands. I'm going to throw another celebrity into the mix right now.
Yeah.
As we're on the topic. Ellen DeGeneres.
Yes. Tell me more.
Why? You said yes like that. Like you were fully expecting me to say her name, even though we had no prior discussion whatsoever. What the hell is going on?
Oh, I don't know why my yes was so affirmative, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
I think I was just processing.
Was it a yes, I know who that is? Or was that a yes, let me try and remember who that is really quickly?
Okay, here's what yes was. The yes was me going, yes, I know who that is, and I know that there's been some stuff that's gone on with her.
Right.
And I know maybe some stuff about it, but now I need you to explain because I don't know the full context.
Okay, cool. So Ellen is an incredibly controversial, isn't even the right word for it. It's like disliked, maybe now is a good word for, it's hard, but basically
it was a big fall from grace, right? It was
huge.
Like
yes, yeah, because people liked her, I think, generally. I mean, she rose to fame as a comedic actor before I had full brain power, so I missed that. However, Okay, so not that long ago, she came out with her branding. I say not that long ago, in the last 10 years or so, her branding became be kind, right? She was always talking about
Yeah.
how we need to be kind to each other and all of this stuff. And then all of this gossip is the wrong word. Oh, why can't I find the right words today? Interesting.
Allegations.
Yes, allegations. Thanks, babe. All of these allegations came out from everyone that's worked with her over the years, saying that she was completely toxic, that she was doing all of this crazy stuff, that she was disrespecting people, that she was like calling people names. And honestly, like it all came out, and there was just so much. It was like a landslide, and it completely like ruined her whole brand. Like nothing was untouched. It was completely gone. And I feel like this is very relevant, because I think it's quite a spectacular case of someone whose chickens came home to roost in a big way, because there were lots and lots of incidents of things that she did, which are like, you know, putting the chickens out, I guess, in the metaphor. And then like they all came back, and massive like karma happened. So yeah, I mean, she really put out a wrongful curse against everyone that she worked with, and it returned in a big way, because her whole brand is ruined, and like kind of irreparably, because she tried to repair it. She tried to come out and do a whole special about how everyone hates her now, and they shouldn't.
Yes.
That didn't
sorry,
work.
that was my affirmative yes again. I was like, yes, something I recognize. Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I saw, well, maybe watch like the ad for it or something, because didn't she get late diagnosed with ADHD? I'm sure there was like a late neurodivergent thing going on there.
How it came into your world?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I didn't know what happened from that. So redeemed she was not.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No diagnosis is going to save that one. If you're a mean person, it has nothing to do with anything like neurodiversity wise.
Yeah.
Like that's not gonna make you mean.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's, well, you've probably just disproven my point by the fact that she's struggling to rebuild her brand after all of that. But I do fear a bit that we're living in an age where people's chickens can't kind of fully come home to roost, because there's some people in the celebrity sphere, or like, you know, like people that have had quite serious like sexual assault allegations and things like that going on, that somehow it still doesn't seem to end up roosting fully. Like they still have their followers and their people, and they're like almost sometimes for a certain subset of people, like in a more positive, not positive, but like Andrew Tate, right? Like his chickens should be roosting left, right, and center.
I mean, I thought we were going to start talking about Chris Brown.
Oh yeah.
But no,
and really, it's a conversation about consequences for your actions, isn't it? Like
consequences for your actions, and the culture that we're living in, and like the meaning of what is truth, and how easy it is to flip the narrative with social media, and
who is
PR.
redeemable and can be forgiven. You know what I mean? Like when is it okay to say, actually, yes, I'm going to still support this person, versus
yes, and gender bias,
cancel and cut out. Yeah.
Not even gender bias, misogyny. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah. Ooh.
Some people have more chickens that come back to roost than others. Let's say that.
Yeah.
Some people have trained their chickens to sleep outside. And they have a full-on like chicken horde growing.
But this scares me then, because it's like, what are the people that's chickens haven't come home to roost and will never know?
Sorry, just imagining the chicken horde, and it's making me so happy. It's like, who will win 100 chickens or this man? Oh my god.
Wait, what?
Wait,
Please explain.
Wait, sorry. Oh my god, we should have named this podcast chronically online girly talks to chronically offline girly, because
Oh yeah, seriously.
okay, so there's this whole thing of who will win, this or this, and one of those iterations is 100 of something and 1 of something else.
Oh,
So,
I've
for
heard this
example,
about
if there were 100 chickens attacking one grizzly bear, who's gonna win?
Gotcha. Okay.
And then you make your argument about who you think is gonna win.
Okay. So you were imagining these 100 chickens against what, like one man who's done many wrong things.
Andrew Tate, yeah. I think 100 chickens every single day.
Do you think?
Yes, are you kidding me?
Very pecky, aren't they? Pecky.
Incredibly pecky, and talons, like if they want to attack,
they will.
I could train them. I'll train them.
All of that spending time in the coop.
Yes,
that's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
As a kid, is paying off because you've befriended people you can now use as weaponize against the misogyny.
Oh yes, that is the only reason I network, is so that eventually I can get everyone to attack somebody that I don't like.
She's making an army. You heard it here first, folks.
Oh my god. Okay. Right, but when we're thinking about the whole idea of us no longer living in a world where chickens come home, have there been any moments in your life where you have accidentally released a wrongful chicken and have nervously waited for it to come home to roost?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, there must have been something.
Oh well, I have many.
Do you have one?
Well, I have many. They're all on the same like line though. It's always, what do you mean? Well, okay, I'm a multitasker, even though I don't necessarily have the greatest capacity for multitasking. And I will try and carry 15 things in my hands, even though I have 2 hands.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, when you multitask, is you're not actually giving any one task your true attention, and therefore mistakes can happen. And I feel like I have had many chickens come home to roost in the form of accidentally sending the message to the wrong person. Right.
But okay, wait.
Okay, no, I know what you're going to say. Like, is that a intentional wrongful action?
Yeah, because I'm assuming intent when I'm thinking somebody deserves their chicken coming home to roost.
Right. And the times that I've done that, and like it's been fine, are the times where there has been no lack of morality going on. However, I am a human being, and sometimes my morals slip away in to prioritize other things. and in those moments, I have many a time accidentally messaged the person that I was talking about to the person.
The worst feeling in the world.
The feeling is the initial chicken, right? But then all the other chickens come when you can't unsend messages.
So I guess in that, sorry, I've just turned my light on, but I don't think I want it on. So I guess in that example, the intent, like you deserve the chickens coming home to roost because
I shouldn't be talking
in morality
about
terms, you've been bitching about someone.
Exactly.
So I mean, then you get your just desserts, don't you? Really, having to deal with. You know what? It's funny. I don't think I've ever done that.
Really?
But sometimes I have imagined doing it, and that feeling in itself is enough for me to react to you right then as if I had done it.
Does it make you feel sick? Because I feel sick even just talking about it.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Awful.
It's the worst.
Awful. I must have had a slip up at some point on MSN. That's all I ever did in my
Oh,
teenage years.
MSN, yeah.
But like,
I feel like most of mine were on MSN actually. Actually, now that I think about it.
changing between those tabs, multitasking those tabs.
Yeah, and I would like to clarify, this hasn't happened recently, by the way. Like I this is me as a teenager, so don't come for me.
Oh my God. I just imagined as a joke after this sending you a message to you as if it was about you. And the very idea of that as a joke makes me feel sick.
If I got a message from you that was like, I don't know, supposed to be to one of your friends, let's say. I was going to say somebody's name, but then I thought, no, you can't out who Rachel's friends are on the internet. That's just rude. If you had sent me a message that was supposed to be for one of your friends, I have someone in mind, about me saying, oh yeah, I just finished recording with George, and honestly it wasn't our best. even that would like hit me in the heart so hard. I
can't even think about it.
I'd be so upset. And that's not even me. That's not even like necessarily something bad about me. Like, God.
Yeah. But it's not even just what's being said, is it? It's like it's the fact that it's being told to somebody else. Like,
yeah.
Oh. You know what? If I ever need chickens coming home to roost for any bad doings that I've done,
Yes.
just make it that feeling. That's enough for me. That's enough of a consequence. It's horrible.
I think this is a problem that you have when you actually do have a good moral compass. Like, you get that sick feeling initially. Hopefully you get that sick feeling when thinking about it, so you don't accidentally or purposefully do it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But also with that, I mean, this is a whole other tangent, but like the rejection sensitivity aspect of me finds that I find the idea of somebody else's experience of rejection in that scenario physically painful. Like, my rejection sensitivity empathy is just so present that like the idea of me rejecting or hurting or criticizing somebody else in that way, awful.
Okay, I mean, well, in the examples where like I actually was like talking badly about people and sent it to them, I didn't get that because I already didn't really like the person that I was talking about /to accidentally.
Yeah. Okay. So it wasn't like a betrayal, really, because it's not like it was someone you cared about.
Well, I mean, I feel like maybe we get into some specific examples off pod. But yeah, exactly.
How do these people move through the world without any moral compass or feelings of feeling bad? Like, how do people do that? Do that? I want some of that, but also I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I know what you mean though. Like, to have the kind of like the gumption to just act without thinking too much.
Yeah.
About everyone else's feelings and what is the right and proper thing to do.
Right.
It's like we're Genie in the Good Place.
Genie. Cheaty,
yes.
I was like, Genie. No, Cheaty. Yeah, Genie. Prince Ali. That's what I was thinking. Is a Genie.
God.
Okay.
Yeah, because
so where
he is a bad decision maker because he's always agonizing over the morality and ethics of everything that he ever does.
Right.
By the way, if anyone hasn't seen The Good Place, go and watch The Good Place immediately.
Go and watch The Good Place.
Oh my God.
For sure.
I'm about to start a rewatch.
Yeah, but I don't want to give too much. I don't want to give too much away as spoiler, but like, yes, but that's interesting when my brain was actually about to noodle too, which is like,
well, hang on a second. If you don't want to hear spoilers about The Good Place, fast forward by a minute. Go.
Yeah, go.
Okay, now they're gone.
I don't know why I'm pausing. I was going to say that like, that's why he ends up in the bad place, right? Because even though he thinks that he's doing good, the consequence of that behavior means that he essentially goes to hell. And so like, I'm probably going far down the route here of the chickens coming home to roost, but I guess in just the concept of karma, it's like, what if your intention is good, but your consequence is bad? Like, yeah, what do you deserve in that situation? Which I suppose is kind of the whole what The Good Place is assessing, which is why it's such a great show.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. I don't think that. I think that's why organized religion exists, right? So we don't have to think about these problems, and that we can just follow a book and it tells us what we do. And if we follow that book correctly, then we get into heaven or whatever heaven adjacent.
Yeah. So it's more black and white.
Yeah, because it's so complicated. It really, really is. And that's before you think about whether you're doing actions because you genuinely believe them, or if you're just a people pleaser.
Right. Yeah, like there's intention and then there's like intention, like the actual intention.
Exactly. It's like finding your why. You have to go down 5-6 layers before you actually reach the gut of it.
And is there any really such thing as pure altruism, tackling the big questions.
So many people that I have spoken to recently, including some people that I've seen in the last week, have argued with me that there isn't, like, everyone is selfish. That is like the like go-to, and to a certain extent I can agree, because human nature is human nature, the way that our brains are wired, whatever. But I don't know enough about psychology to really dig down on that. If only I knew somebody with a psych degree.
Oh, I wonder who that would be. I was too busy learning about how your eye works or some shit, which was boring as hell.
Oh my God.
Actually, it wasn't boring, it was just complicated. Although I felt like I wanted to write I felt like I wanted that to be a topic of dissertation. Look, I wanted to do a joint philosophy and psychology degree, but I got talked out of it. And if I'd done a joint one, maybe I would have discussed the psychological concepts of altruism.
That is really actually heartbreaking. That's really heartbreaking. I would have loved to do a joint philosophy and psychology. Oh my God. I feel like it, how like all the options fell for school and college when you choose what you want to do.
Oh yeah.
I think that determined my fate. And I think if it had just like, if the schedule had worked out differently, I don't know, we could have met at uni.
Where would you be? Isn't that crazy? If the scheduling was aligned, where would you be?
Okay, coming back to chickens, because I think we probably have harped on quite long enough, haven't we?
Yeah, I should probably wrap it up, shouldn't we?
Okay, so I want to make a case for changing the general acceptance of what the vibes of chickens coming home to roost means.
Okay. State your case.
I want chickens coming home to roost to, I suppose, move away from its original meaning, to develop even further, to encompass good things as well.
Yes.
So
I support this.
For example, if you do a good thing, then like on the whole karma vibe, good chickens will come and snuggle you at night. And if you do a bad thing, then vicious chickens will come and peck your eyes out.
Great.
And it should be whatever your moral system that you work under should be applicable across the board.
But then what do we do when Judgy Sally wants to talk about how so-and-so's chickens are coming home to roost? If it's not positive.
Are you saying that Judgy Sally is going to be wrong just because the meaning has evolved? That's like, people in older generations using phrases that are no longer used anymore. Get on the dent train. Come on.
Get on the dent train. Functional grammar, evolution of vocabulary.
Right.
I think, yeah. And I guess it's in context and expression and tone, isn't it? Like, oh, her chickens are coming home to roost, or like, oh, her chickens have come home to roost. Like it's that defines it. But I support that wholeheartedly because all it is really saying that what you put out there is going to come back to you.
Yes. Oh my God. My heart is so happy with that as a final statement. So I'm going to say goodbye.
Let's do it. See you later.
Bye.
Episode's over, but you don't want to miss the outro. Thanks for spiraling through another metaphor with us.
If you like this episode, tell your mates, leave us a review, or shout a saying at us online.
You can find me, Rach, over on YouTube at Rach Does YouTube.
And you can find me, George, watching Rach's videos over on YouTube, but also on Instagram at makinga.fuss.